Welcome to our first episode for our YouTube channel. I'm here with my husband and master trainer, Ivan Lopez, and I'm kind of sweaty, I'm sorry. He's gonna be spitting out a ton of knowledge because he has a wealth of experience in personal training, and I just want to pick his brain and have him share as much as possible because I know that a lot of you have set goals. Your New Year's resolutions are to be healthier, to work out. So what better person to ask than Mr. Trainer to the Stars, Ivan Lopez.
I don't know what to say.
Bro, that was a kick-ass introduction. That was pretty good, man.
All right, so welcome to our first video of this new venture that we're doing together. My name is Ivan Lopez, for those that speak Spanish. I have a degree in kinesiology and exercise science and sports performance. I have almost about 100,000 hours of practical experience, and I'm certified through NASM. And today we're gonna talk about what to do to start a workout routine or to work on your New Year's resolution. So I'm gonna go over some questions that people might have and give you a start on that journey. The first thing that I ask people, or someone comes into the gym and they want to start a workout program, is when was the last time you had a physical? It's very important to get a baseline of where you are as far as your health. So, the best place is to just get a general physical to see where your sugar levels are, cholesterol levels, and take care of the basics. If everything's okay, the next step will be to set up a realistic goal.
And we do this willingly. We endure this torture willingly, and some people pay for it. Oh, Jesus. Here he comes.
Let's talk about realistic goals. When you set a goal, it's gonna be comprised of two things. One, how much weight you wanna lose, if you wanna lose weight or gain weight, and in how many months. A lot of times people don't realize, or they forget, let's say that you wanna lose weight, for example, and over a period of 10, 15, 20 years, you've gained 20, 30, 40 pounds. You cannot set a goal that is too aggressive at the beginning, because that's just gonna discourage you and it's gonna make you quit before you even get started. If it took you 10, 20 years to gain 30 pounds, you cannot set a goal, for example, that is gonna be, I wanna lose 20 pounds in 3 months. One, you have other things to do. You have your job, you might have kids, you might have a family, you might travel. So it's not gonna be easy to incorporate a program into a schedule that is already packed with other things that you have to do. So something easy will be maybe 5% of your body weight over a period of 3 months. That is gonna allow you to make changes that are gonna be feasible for you to start seeing your body change, get results, and that is gonna motivate you to keep going. If you set a goal that is unrealistic and you do all this work and you put all this effort into an exercise routine and you don't see anything changing, that's gonna discourage you and it's gonna make you quit. So a good place to start is 5% of your body weight in 3 months. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds and you want to lose 5% of that, that would be about 7.5 pounds in 3 months. You might lose more than that, but that's a good baseline that is not super aggressive, but it's good enough to start you on the right path. Bring your shoulders down low. Let it go. You stretch it, bring it down, and come straight forward. Keep your shoulders down there. Nice and slow up, and then bring it down all the way. All the way down. And concentrate. So remember, when it comes to your fitness goals, don't overcommit and think long term. Now, there's different components that a workout program is going to consist of. You have physical activity, you have resistance training, you have cardiovascular exercise, um, supplementation. When it comes to the overall goal, is going to be a very small percentage of it. What's going to give you the most results is going to be your nutrition and your physical activity. Start talking about the easiest thing we can do is physical activity. Okay, you can start working out 2 to 3 times a week, 30 to 40 minutes. As far as your general activity, you can walk between 8 and 10,000 steps a day on average, and that's gonna give you enough to start creating a deficit. In other words, that's gonna give you enough to start burning more calories throughout the day than the ones you're consuming if you make changes in your nutrition. All right, so let's talk about your nutrition, okay? Your meals, if you wanna make a change in your body composition, the meals that you're consuming throughout the day should be consisting of protein, vegetables, fruits, and good fats. That is gonna give the body all the macronutrients that it needs. Is gonna meet all the it's gonna check all the boxes as far as your nutrition goes. And as far as the physical activity, if you do about 8 to 10,000 steps a day and work out 2 or 3 times a week, 30 to 40 minutes, is gonna get you on the right path to start changing the way or the body composition in your body. Aside from the nutrition, the physical activity, 2 things are extremely important and we don't realize it is sleep and managing stress. As far as the sleep goes, between 7 and 8 hours most nights will be a good recommendation. And just managing the stress that we have in our lives is going to have a huge impact on our well-being as well. If you are sleeping 5-6 hours and you don't feel rested the next day, that means that your body needs to get a little bit more sleep throughout the night. And that's when your body is going to repair the tissues that get damaged when you're working out, and it's going to allow you to make better and faster progress on your fitness goals. Now, as far as the routine goes, you can start with compound exercises, meaning exercises that are going to engage different muscle groups at the same time. An example would be the lat pull down, followed by a lower body exercise like squats. When you do this, you engage a lot of different muscle groups at the same time. That is going to help you keep your heart rate up. It's going to help you burn more calories than if you just focus, for example, on biceps or just triceps. So when you do compound movements, you are going to engage more muscles at the same time, and you maximize the amount of calories you burn throughout that workout. And as far as the scheduling of the workouts, ideally you wanna spread them evenly throughout the week. But if your schedule doesn't permit, as long as you're not sore the next time you're working out, you can hit the same muscle groups again. But it can be a full body workout routine with compound exercises for 30 to 40 minutes.
Clarify what you mean by compound exercises. Does that mean that I'm doing a lat pull down at the same time that I'm doing a squat, or like a row at the same time, or one exercise followed by the...
No, you can do what is called a superset. You can do a set of lat pull downs followed by a set of squats, and you want to keep the resting period in between the exercises to about 15 seconds max, so that your heart rate stays elevated. You could do a combination of squat and a row, for example, where you're doing squat, you pause in the squat position and do a rowing motion. That's pretty much engaging legs and upper body at the same time. So that's a different type of compound movement or exercise. But you can start with supersetting, meaning you do a set for upper body followed by a set of lower body with minimal rest in between. And that is gonna engage more muscle groups than if you go and do a set of seated hammer curls or bicep curls and then rest and then do another exercise. So you want to maximize the amount of results or the amount of work that you put into that routine, so you don't have to extend time, the amount of time of that workout. So that way you can keep the workout short. If the workouts are short, they're gonna fit into your schedule or your daily life a lot better, and it's gonna be more manageable to get exercise into your weekly routine.
Talk to me like I'm a total novice at the gym. When you say sets, how many repetitions am I supposed to do per set of something?
Right. So quality is a lot more important than quantity. So if you try to go too heavy, the proper way of doing whatever exercise that you're doing is not gonna be there the whole set. So if you go too heavy and your goal is to do 15 repetitions, but the weight is too high, when you get to repetition number 9 or 10, the form is gonna start breaking down. So you're better off going lighter to where you get to about repetition number 12 and you struggle to get to repetition number 15. That's a good measure as far as where to set the weight for that particular exercise is, so that you don't go too heavy or too light. You want to struggle with good form to get to the last repetition of that particular set. So a set, depending on your goal, if your goal is to change your body composition, lose weight, it can be between 12 and 15. If you want to gain weight, it's going to be a lot lower. You're going to have to go a lot heavier. If you want to increase, just focus increasing on the size of the muscles, the repetition range is going to change. So depending on your goal, that is going to determine how many repetitions you do per set, how many sets you do, and how much time you rest in between sets. If your goal is to lose weight, you want to keep the resting periods short, maybe 60 seconds max. You want to keep the repetitions between 12 and 15 reps, and you want to do about between 1 and 3 sets per exercise. That's gonna kind of start setting the foundation for the body, and it is gonna allow you to work out and minimize the risk of injury. Because a lot of times when you go too heavy, you can't keep the right form, and that is gonna set the perfect scenario for you to compensate when you're not supposed to with other muscle groups, or you're putting your body at risk for injury.
I hear you saying that it's important to keep your heart rate up. For example, in my case, I'm trying to get leaner. I want to build muscle. I don't necessarily want to lose a ton of weight, but I do want to have more defined muscles. Why is it important for someone like me with my goals to keep my heart rate up?
Okay, so the heart rate or the intensity of the workout is going to be determined by different factors. But the easiest way to think about it is if you keep your heart rate elevated throughout your workout routine, you're going to be able to burn a little bit more calories than if your heart rate is lower. So that is going to allow you to maximize the amount of time that you are working out, especially if it's only 30 minutes because you have to go and run errands or go back to work, or you have to go pick up the kids or whatever it is that you have in your schedule. If you have a time slot of 30 to 40 minutes, if you keep your heart rate elevated throughout those 30 to 40 minutes, you're going to maximize the amount of calories that you burn throughout that workout, which in turn is going to allow you to have a bigger deficit for the day, and that's going to allow you to lose more body fat and get you to your goal faster.
There's a lot of buzz about protein. How do you determine how much protein you're actually supposed to eat?
So the general guideline for people will be to do about 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So just to keep it easy, if you weigh 150 pounds and you want to know what your target as far as protein intake is, will be 150 grams for the whole day. So then you will take those 150 grams of protein and you will divide them depending on your schedule, on your work, on your just lifestyle. There's some people that can get away with eating 5 meals a day. Some people can eat 3 meals and that's it. So you will divide those 150 grams of protein into either 3 to 5 meals for the day. And along with the protein, then you just complete that meal with the proper fats and carbohydrates. And when you do that, you're getting the right macronutrients that the body needs to, optimize the metabolism throughout the day. But the guideline will be between zero point 0.7 to 1 grams of protein per kilogram per pound of body weight.
If I'm just starting out, do I weigh my food? Do I buy a scale? Like, what are the basic things that I should have or are necessary or are not necessary for me to see success?
Well, you have to hire a chef.
Okay. What?
Buy everything organic. No. You have to do whatever is gonna work for your lifestyle. You have to think of your goals. You have to set a long-term goal. And this long-term goal is going to be comprised of small lifestyle changes that are going to allow you to get results and keep the results for as long as you want. If you go on a diet, you have to get off the diet. When you get off the diet and you go back to your old eating habits or your old just habits in general, your body is going to put on that weight. So what you want to do is you want to make small gradual changes in your nutrition, for example, that are going to allow you to get results, make those changes permanent so you can keep the results that you get. Now, if you can go and buy a food scale to start weighing portion sizes, and that fits into your day and it's not gonna stress you out because I have to use my scale, but then I don't have time to cook and I don't have time to go back to work or whatever the issue is. It's not gonna be a change that is gonna be permanent. So your routine allows you the time to use a food scale to kind of start gauging the portion sizes of your meals. Then that's gonna be very beneficial at the beginning because it's gonna allow you to learn what portion sizes look like. But if you don't have a scale, you can start with something as simple as just taking the plate and going, okay, 1/3 of the plate is gonna be protein, 1/3 of the plate is gonna be my good carbohydrates, and this other third of the plate is gonna be the good fats or other things that I'm gonna use in my meal. So it's you can make it as easy or as intricate as you want. Everything is going to be based on your lifestyle and how your day is. When our clients come here, we take into account their jobs, all the responsibilities they have, and we try to build a program based on all those requirements so that they start making changes in their bodies, and those changes are going to be easy to maintain. And the way that is going to, or the thing that is going to allow those changes to be permanent are going to be the small little things here and there. They're going to start changing themselves in their lifestyle so they can see results and keep them for as long as they want.
One of the other questions that I get is how much water should you be drinking a day?
Depending who you ask, you're going to have people that recommend 1 ounce per pound of body weight. The general guideline is about 3 to 4 liters a day, or getting as close as you can to a gallon of water a day. A lot of times when you say you have to drink a gallon of water to anyone that is not used to this lifestyle of thinking about what you're eating and what you're drinking and working out, it sounds like a crazy amount of water to drink a day. Now, if you're used to drinking 1.5 liters a day, and then you try to drink a gallon, that initial change is gonna be very uncomfortable because then your body is not used to doing that. So it's gonna be thing that most people tell me is like, well, I started drinking more water, but now I'm in the bathroom every 20 minutes. So you wanna start making, like I said, making small changes in your routine and your lifestyle. So if you're drinking right now 1.5 liters, 2 liters of water, then you want to up it by 0.5 liter. So you go from 2 liters to 2.5 liters. So if you want to know more or less, for example, what 2 liters of water look like, that would be 4 half a liter water bottles. So right now, if you're doing 3, just add another one to your day. If you're doing 4, just make it 5. And your body is gonna get used to that change, and it's gonna be a little bit more comfortable than going from 4 to 7 bottles a day, or 2 to 5 bottles a day. So changes are easier to attain and maintain if they're gradual and they're small. Now remember, if you want to start a workout routine or a lifestyle change, just focus on things that are going to be simple to incorporate into your routine, into your life. Right now is the time where you're going to see a lot of informations about different programs, different supplements. The main purpose of this channel is to help people. I want to teach and share the knowledge that I have with as many people as possible, and I want to debunk or answer any questions you might have in regards to exercise, nutrition, and all the topics that have to do with this lifestyle. So if you have any questions, if you have any interest, or if you have any doubts in general, this channel is meant to help you guys in anything that's related to fitness. Feel free to leave the questions in the comment section. And what did they say? Oh yeah, like
and subscribe.
Like and subscribe for more information on your fitness goals.
Welcome to my world of social media.